Right, that looks like it's working. So hello viewers, I'm basically just getting ready for a little mission I just created in the editor for my Mi-24. It's near the town here of Repo-Esteri, something like that. And so here I've set a few armored vehicles. There's a AAA there, there's a patrolling vehicle, and there are like two main camps with some tents, vehicles, infantry that I can go attack there. So that's more or less the gist of it. I have friendly M113s, which should take about 30 minutes to go up the road and then get towards that position. What I'll try to do in the meantime is try to eliminate the fences as much as possible. And if I get to kill most of the enemy forces there, I can also drop some troops because I've put the possibility to pick up some troops with the CTLD commands in this mission. So should make it fairly interesting. And we can't really see it well on the map, but when I was testing my invisible FARP where I created it, there's a power line that comes, maybe you can see it in the alt view there. Yeah, you see there's a power line that goes here, and if you look on this, I've put my helicopter on this path here so that I can do a rolling takeoff. So I have to be careful not to do the takeoff part here in the power lines. So it should make for an interesting landing when I come back. But it's a pretty well hidden base there, my little FARP where I'm going to take off. So let's go see what we can do with that. So as you can see, we've got some tents, vehicles. There's, I think, another Mi-24 parked there. We can barely see it, but yeah, if I look through the window there, there's a Huey parked there. And so that's my FARP. Like I said, I've put the possibility to load some troops, so we're gonna do that first. CTLD commands, no, previous menu, troop transport. I've made the spec ops for the spec ops from Georgia to get on my helicopter. So I'm gonna set up my cockpit here. This I like to move away. This. Here I'm gonna leave it to off missiles so that I can use my missiles first. And I'm gonna turn the auto sight there, the sync. I like to turn, whoops. I like to turn the brightness off here on the main site because I'm not using it much. So that should be good. So if you're curious, yeah, I'm flying a Mi-24 from Georgia, and so I've got 4 Atacama missiles. I've got 2 pods of 32 rockets, plus my 30mm cannon, and some troops in the back. So that's what it looks like. So if I go back to my cockpit, I'm gonna turn on my fan. Most of the lights I want to be turned off. Nav lights off. You have a look outside now. You can see that I'm pretty clean and don't have much light on, so I can be a bit more stealthy. And you can see those power lines right there. So we will have to be careful on our rolling takeoff on the little path there in front of us. think I'm good to go. So I'm going to give it a bit of power. I'm going to push the stick forward, release the brake. We'll start moving. And we're passing the power lines there. Up here we're taking off now. Let's get the gear up. You can see it going up here. Pretty nice animation. So I'm gonna ask my Petrovich to turn on the weapons. Takes a little while. I should have done that on the ground, but was busy explaining things. So we're on the Caucasus map, of course. I'm going to use the time I had ahead of me so that I can get some altitude. We can see in the distance there's a little bit of fire going on in the target area, so probably there's been some artillery fire on the enemy position and some stuff is already burning. This blue smoke represents where my FARP is. See on my flight plan that I'm going to be heading north to 3 different locations. I'm just climbing, picking up some altitude. Test my rotating wheel there, 30mm rockets. That looks good. And so we'll bring it back to the missiles. We're at about 700 feet, so we're going to start heading north. Get the interface ready for Petrovich. He should be telling me my weapons are ready eventually. Got a little bit of a view on that fire in the distance.
Commander, weapons ready.
Got a notification that weapons are ready. You can see there it looks like an ammo dump and maybe a fuel tank are on fire. So from my map earlier, I think I have a AAA to the left of those smokes, so I'm gonna ask Petrovich to look for them in that area.
Observe activated. Looking for targets.
Okay, he's got a ZU.
Tracking target. Ready to fire. Firing. Oh, target destroyed.
Boom.
Observe off.
Gonna do like a sort of a racetrack pattern, moving away from the target, and then I'll turn around to target something new, and then shoot another missile. It's too bad that in the multi-thread version we don't see the vehicle smoke. I would maybe be able to spot my friendly M113s. Guessing they must be somewhere down here, but where, I don't know. Alright, let's get it ready for our next pass.
Observe on. Searching. Tracking target.
MP1, that's a
Target in range.
decent target there.
Engaging. Good effects on target.
Getting shot from below.
Observe off.
If you're like me and you build mission, you probably have noticed that there are often areas in the clouds where there are holes and it's nice and bright, but it's never where you've put your target that the hole in the clouds will be located. So because we have the shadows from the cloud, it's a little bit darker. There was a BRDM earlier. I I'd like to shoot that because those can shoot that and they're armored.
Tracking target. Commander, ready to fire. Firing. Yeah, good effects on target. Observe off.
I think I'm down to my last missile. I think that was a BMP left in terms of armored targets. Whatever else there is, we'll shoot with rockets and guns. Somewhere near the smoke.
Observe on. Searching.
There it is.
Tracking target. Ready to fire. Launch. We are out of missiles. Yeah, good effects on target. Observe off.
Okay, so now we're going to switch to our rockets. We'll try to go get some destruction done close to the first camp. The reason why I stopped talking here is because on the left side here I can see there's a ground battle going on between my M113s and somebody. You can see their tracers, that's them, the two of them there. They're probably shooting at one of the vehicles that are in the area here. So I'm gonna go near the smokes there. There's this large parking lot right there with lots of people and tents and things. So we're gonna give them a hard time there. Getting hit by small arms fire. There's another camp there. Maybe you can do a pass on that at the same time. I don't think they're very happy with me right now. Zoom out a little bit. So some green tracers here, but I couldn't spot the vehicle in time. Oh well. We'll hit the camps again. Guess I'm out of rockets. So we'll switch to the 30mm. Where's that gun shooting from? There's one there. There, he's on fire. There he is. Another one of those technicals. Bye-bye. Let's not hit the power lines. Go to the second camp there. Things just blew up there. Go hit the remaining tent at the camp there and a few vehicles. I just love the sound of that gun. There's a guy on the roof there. I'll see if I can get the remaining infantry near the main camp, and then I'll drop my troops. That should be an interesting challenge as well. There was a guy on the rooftop here. Yeah, there it is. Boom, boom, boom. Things left here as well. One of the things I've noticed since I got my rudder pedals is that getting some new muscles in my legs. I guess I could remove the Petrovich controls. Are those my two M113s? I think that's them. Okay, good. So if the friendlies are coming in, I could give them some support with ground troops that I can drop here. Just gonna try another pass maybe at the first camp. Just gonna confirm that these are my friendlies as well. Guess they're helping me out shooting the infantry that just shot at me. Guess we're out of ammo for the gun as well. So it'll be time to drop some troops. So from the various smoke sources that I see, I can determine wind direction. I will drop the troops to the right side of the river here so that they can go all the way to the camp. So let's get my gear down. Turn our weapons off. Anyway, we're out of ammo. Ourselves low to the ground, nose against the wind. This side of the river would be nice. Bring the engine RPM low. Let's put the parking brakes. And we can drop our troops. There we go. We've got some troops all around. They're running towards the action, I guess. There they go. Guess my work here is done. Let's get the gear up. Killed some targets, we've dropped some troops. I guess it's time to go home. let the ground troops finish the work. Shoot back, but I've got nothing to shoot with. Does it look like we've gotten any serious damage? Doesn't look like it. This is a flying tank after all. Now for the landing. How are we going to manage this? I needed a break from my rudder pedals for just put my feet back on the pedals because I'm gonna need those for landing. Those citizens in towns, they like their electricity, so that means there's power lines all over the place leading to the city. Let's get the gear down. Get the gear down. Of course we can check with the little lever, but so we've got our other helicopter there. So yeah, I think I'm gonna come in that same direction I just came in. First I'm gonna need to slow down a lot more. There's sort of a technique of pumping the collective. Sort of helps me get things going there. I see there are more power lines ahead of me. There's so many of those everywhere. I'll just try to land it past the road here. As you can see, there are begins here, and we'll come down right here. I want to taxi back to where I was at the beginning. Let's have a quick look outside. Okay, so we'll make a right turn and try to go park near the tents without destroying anything. Ooh, I'm not sure that was a great idea. Yeah, that was a bad idea. Yeah, I broke something. Let's just turn it off. Still learning. I'm probably gonna get a spin once the engine gets stopped, so warning you, it's not gonna be pretty.
Отказал генератор. Отказал на...
Let's see, what's the damage? Rotor parts everywhere, okay. Should have just turned it off and let the ground crew push it back to its parking spot. This is, after all, a piece of grass. It's not concrete. It's not an airfield. But I have fun trying things. And I made myself a very challenging landing with those power lines. And I hadn't even seen these when I created the mission, but there are some on the road as well. You have to clear those if you want to land near the other helicopters here. So nice little challenge, but lots of things smoking in the back there. I guess this is the first camp and it has one truck left, and the other camp over here has that one truck and another truck that's a little further than the rest. And here we have this vehicle that's destroyed. How about our M113s? I think I saw them in the area here. There they are. Well, they've decided to set up a position here and overlook the area. Alright, cool. So yeah, I'm still alive. Broke a few parts. Still learning. It is quite fun. And so I hope you enjoyed that as well, because I had a ton of fun doing it. So let's see. Let's get our kills. A lot of killing going on there. Our missiles hit the Hilux with a ZU-23, BMP-1, BRDM, another BMP-1, and then lots of infantry and trucks got blown up by rockets and guns. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed my little broadcast there.